Hello, everyone. My name is Ruth Mills, and I am the co-chair for the Family Literacy Committee of Brant. The Family Literacy Committee is a community literacy network that strives to bring children, families, and books together in order to foster a love of reading. Our partners include both Grand Erie District School Board, the Brant Haldeman Norfolk Catholic District School Board, the Brant County and City of Brantford Libraries, licensed childcare agencies, Lansdowne Children's Center, our teachers' federations, Laurier Brantford, Kids Can Fly, Strong Start to Reading, and individuals that support literacy learning in our community. Each year, our committee promotes a wonderful author to highlight. We select one of the author's books and we raise funds to get that book into the hands of children in our community. I'd like to introduce Susie Miller right now. She is the Indigenous Support and Engagement Teacher for the Grand Erie District School Board, and she's going to tell us a little bit about this year's selected book, and she will also introduce our author. So Susie, can you tell us how we came to select this year's book?
Thank you, Ruth. I was really happy to be asked among our team at Indigenous Education to think about who an author would be, because I knew that you were looking for an Indigenous author. And the first thing I thought of was, well, I think it's important that we have a local author. I mean, there are many amazing Indigenous authors, but I know that we have Sara, who I had just seen her, the cover of her book on the Good Minds website, and I thought, okay, I need to get that book because I have a feeling like I'm going to show it. It's blurry. We give our thanks. And I just knew that it was probably based on our Thanksgiving address, which is, the foundational way of our daily life is acknowledging creation and Mother Earth. And so they didn't have any copies at Good Minds, and I knew we had a meeting coming up. So I got a hold of Sara and I says, how can I get your book? And basically I drove to her house an hour before our meeting, got the book, looked at it 5 minutes prior and said, yes, this is the one. So when I shared it with the committee right away, everyone hands down decided, yes, this is the book we need. Sara, she has done some children's books. She's also, I just think it's amazing that an author can actually create a chapter book and tell a story that goes on. And Sara has a few chapter books, and the one I was looking at here, and it's called Pride and Prejudice, and it's an adaptation. And at the top it says, a love letter to language, land, community, place, and story. I just know that she has such a talent. She's just received her doctorate. She works at Six Nations Polytechnic as the vice president of academics. And she's a mother. She has 3 young children, and she continues to speak and learn in the language. And I just think we need to highlight and lift up those people that we have in our community who have so much to offer, which means every one of us, not just in our community, but everyone, every child matters. Everyone has a gift, and Sara's gift is storytelling. So I want to thank the committee for choosing Sara's book. We give our thanks.
Thanks, Susie. And now we'll hear Sara General Deer read her book.
Scanos Wigwego, Sego Sewigwego. My name is Sara General, and I belong to the Turtle Clan and the Mohawk Nation. I'm a writer from Six Nations of the Grand River, and today I'm going to share a reading and a brief message about my book, We Give Our Thanks. We Give Our Thanks, written by Sara General, illustrated by Alyssa M. General. We have legends to tell and wisdom to share, stories as old as the wind in the air. We know how to hunt and we know how to fish. We know that one spoon shares the fruit of one dish. We know that the trees help us to thrive. Their spirits are rich and awake and alive. And when it is time for rain and for showers, we honor the thunder's magnificent power. The wind, the stars, the moon, the sun, the feeling we get when the music's begun. And we dance across earth, the great turtle, our home, and sing and take joy in songs of our own. We call out to rivers and mountains and sky, to spirit and life on the ground and up high. It is for them we remember, for them we show care, for them that we strive to be kind and aware. And these are the teachings we pass on through time, thanking every and all these sustainers of life. Yahweh. So, We Give Our Thanks is a part of a short series I've been working on for the past few years that helps to introduce young people, little people, to their responsibilities and inherent rights as Ongohoe people. I have many nieces and nephews. Many of them are grown now, and I have young children myself, and I am always heartened in this journey that I've been on by the sense of gratitude and care and appreciation and encouragement that is embedded in the teachings of our people, the Haudenosaunee. And for me, I find that having those teachings present in your life in a variety of ways can serve as these really wonderful touch points during times of challenges, whether those are small day-to-day challenges or larger challenges that we face as a collective. And so feeling empowered by that, I always have wanted young people to feel empowered in that same way. And I think that a lot of empowerment comes from knowing about who you are and having a relationship with the world around you, and really having a role in helping to say thank you, to say Nyawa to everything that is provided for us. And that this occurs very naturally at a very young age. And so being able to kind of share some of that back in something that I love, books and reading and writing and stories with young people, and to provide families with tools and resources that they can go on that journey together with, is something I'm really grateful and excited to have been able to do. I was definitely encouraged to read by my mother and my older sister, and from a very early age reading and books and literacy felt like something that was very much within my grasp. And I know that that comes from their support and guidance and encouragement. And I hope that the same will be true for my children and our children. And so I am deeply honored to have had my book be chosen as a way to mark this most important occasion of Family Literacy Day. And so I just want to say thank you and nyawa and happy reading.